Good.
Hi, so today me and Bogdan are going to be talking about an app called Grammarly.
So how does Grammarly work? Well, after successfully downloading Grammarly, it will ask you many things about your text. It will ask what audience you're trying to refer to, the formality you want to use, the tone you want to have, and the intent of your text. It will also ask you about the domain of your text, but that feature is only available for people who have the premium version of Grammarly. The reason Grammarly asks you these questions is so that it can choose better words for you to pick and correct your text more efficiently, since the wording might be different for a text that tries to be in a neutral form than a formal one. There are seven types of mistakes that the app can correct for you. They are separated into four categories: the red one being the correctness of the sentence, the blue one being the clarity, the green one being your engagement or how effective and interesting your writing is, and the delivery that is identified by the purple color for the impression that you will make on the reader. When there is a mistake that is found, you can see the number of mistakes Grammarly has detected in the bottom right of your screen. You can then click that number to see the mistakes that have been identified. If you click on the error, you will be transported to where exactly the mistake has been made. And if you and if you click it again, you will change the mistake as Grammarly wants you to. Also, there is a neat little thing you can do with Grammarly. You can tell Grammarly your opinion of one of their suggestions. For example, if you see that Grammarly gives you suggestions that you do not want to follow, you can just choose to ignore that decision by deleting it on the right tab that appears when you open your errors. Also, if you find that a correction is feels abusive or even wrong, you can choose to report that suggestion.
All right, so as Bogdan said, there is seven types of mistakes. First of all, there's grammar. So if you use the wrong word in a sentence, Grammarly will notify you. Spelling, so if a word is not written correctly, Grammarly will also tell you. And punctuation, so if you forgot your punctuation mark or put it the wrong one, Grammarly will tell you that the wrong one was used or you either forgot it. Those three functions are for the free version. If you are opting for the premium version, which we're going to talk about soon, it includes all the free features mentioned above, plus four. So vocabulary enhancements. So this is when a word is like badly used in a sentence, Grammarly will try to make that word better and make it fit in the sentence. Clarity and consistency. So if a word is good in your sentence, but Grammarly feels like it could be better, it's gonna give you suggestions. Plagiarism. So Grammarly will look for your text and sources and will give you a percentage um, of links. So if your text matches a source, Grammarly will tell you, and inappropriate tone. So with the tone you set it at the beginning, as Bogdan said, if your text doesn't match that certain tone you set it up, Grammarly is going to notify you. I'm going to talk about the cost also. So the advantage is that you can actually use this app for totally free, and like there's no there's no catch or anything. And the disadvantage is that if you want to use the premium version, there is actually $140 per year that um,
That you have to pay.
thank you, that you have to pay. So only for an app that can correct your mistakes, $140 per year is really expensive.
Now I'm going to talk about how user friendly it is. Well, Grammarly is an easy site to use because of the reduced place of errors. A site like Grammarly is really easy to use because all the information you need is right in front of you, and there are no places where the application could have a problem. Also, for any person that is new to the application, there's not a lot to understand. You just write your text, and Grammarly notifies you if there's mistakes. Then you choose if you want to change those mistakes or not, depending on if you feel like you've written the right thing or not. So that's why we think it's a great pro for the app. but there might be a risk for using Grammarly, which is in the cons. The main risk of installing Grammarly on your computer is that you give some informations to register. And once, when Grammarly announced the support for Google Docs, well, a security bug was discovered in the extension version of Grammarly. And that allowed all websites to access to everything users had ever typed into Grammarly. So if a bug like that were to happen again, well, your information would be leaked. So it would be kind of bad. That's why it's a con.
I'm going to talk about availability or on what Grammarly can be installed or on when it can run. So it's actually compatible with a lot of with a lot of things, I would say. So Windows 7, 8, 8.1, and 10. It's actually compatible with Mac also from 10.9 to higher, and also available on iOS. And the con about availability for Grammarly is when using Word and copy pasting, only bold and italic formatting will be copy pasted. So normal formatting won't transfer from Grammarly to Word.
So why should you have this app? Well, we think you should install Grammarly on your device because it's helpful even when you do not ask for it. When with Grammarly installed, you can use it when writing on a document at the same time. Unlike other websites or applications where you must switch pages all the time to check on your errors, well, Grammarly is just there. It's constantly correcting your mistakes while you're typing, and you don't have to switch screens every all the time. And if you don't want it to show your mistakes, well, you can just choose to ignore some mistakes, just like we said previously. Uh, so yeah, but some people, one of the cons that you might find with this app is that some people might find it annoying that the app keeps constantly trying to correct your text. Well, let's say you're writing an abbreviation, the app might find this as an error, and you might find it annoying after some time that the app keeps telling you there's mistakes when you know there aren't really mistakes. It's just abbreviations.
So in conclusion, or to summarize, Grammarly is a really easy app to use. It is totally free for some users, and you can also use it while on another page. So you don't have to switch back and forth through all your pages to be able to correct yourself. And it is also available on many models of Windows, Mac, and iOS.
So thanks for listening. We hope we convinced you to get Grammarly for yourself, and hope to see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint. Goodbye.
Goodbye.